Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about the pricing procedure in SAP SD. So this video will make you understand the complete end-to-end implementation that is used in the SAP pricing procedure. So let us enter into the video. Just enter into the navigation path. So in the sales and distribution, just enter into the basic functions. There you can find the pricing control, and these are the steps that need to be carried out for the pricing procedure. First I will create a table. So double click on create condition tables. So I can enter the table number that lies between 501 to 999. So the SAP has allowed us to create a table with our own fields. We can configure our own fields in the table. So let me create a table number with 678. So it shows it is already existing. So let me have some other number. So I have written 679 as my table number. So kindly note it down, some note. Okay, the table number is 679. So in this table I'm going to select the required fields. So I can navigate the fields by clicking this icon. So I'm going to use division, distribution channel, and my sales organization, so that it forms a sales area. So you can define your own fields. So I'm going to do it with these fields. So my pricing procedure will resembles my sales area. So in that concept I'm doing this pricing procedure. So after selecting the fields, just click on this generate symbol. So it shows the table 876 is already defined with the same fields. So no problem, just click on enter. It says, do you want to generate the condition table? Click on yes. So assign this package and click on local object, so that the condition table will be generated. So here the table 679 has been saved. So this is the first step. I have completed this step. Kindly note down the table number. We have to link it in our access sequence, so we can display and change the condition table also. Just closing it, move on to the uh, my second step will be the access sequence. Leave begin the condition type, will make it the next the second step is access sequence and not the condition type. Let me executing it. Maintain the access sequence. Okay, it is a cross client. Let me have a new access sequence with my company code as a name. Let me save it first. Click on enter, so that the command prompt displays. Just save it once again. We click on the access sequence, double click on accesses. Here click on new entry. The first number, the table number is 679. Click on enter. Development class is local, okay. Just click on enter. You can see the fields appears here. Click on save. Then again click on enter. If you found this message type, just click on enter. Okay, just then click once again save. Click on enter. Selecting it and going to the fields. Let me see whether the fields have been linked. Click on enter. You can see that the fields have been linked with release statuses green in it. Okay, let me save it. Now I'm moving back. Okay, similarly I have to save this. Okay, now only the access sequence have been completed. Then I move to the condition type. So maintain condition types. This is a main important thing. So I'm going to use some of the condition types. So let me first go to the condition type PR00. That is a standard price. You can see this is a standard thing that is provided in SAP. So let me select it and I will just copy it. Click on copy. I can manually rename it as PRBE. That is the PR represents the condition type and the BE is my company code. In that way I have configured this. This is the price for my company code. So just change the access sequence. That is BRP. Here you can see the pricing procedure. Just delete it. We will assign it later. So just click on enter. I will copy this entry. So kindly note this. So whatever thing you are configuring, kindly keep a note of it so that you won't be miss anything. Just write it in a rough paper. That okay. Similarly, I just go to the condition type K007. So there is a customer discount. So this is a standard one. I just select it and just copy it. So I will define and rename as K0BE. There is a condition customer discount for my company code. So the fields just okay. Just change the access sequence. The pricing brochure is not linked. Let me save it. So this is a discount. So these kind of configurations have been made. It is a discount. So we are providing a discount to the customer. So it is so the symbol is a negative appears here. So it is based on the percentage. So likewise the configuration goes on. So just click on enter. Click on save. So till now we have provided two condition types. Let me move on with this third one, that is freight. Let me go with the D00. You can find the discount on surcharges. Let me go with another thing, that is KF00. Okay, it is a freight. Okay, I just copy it and renaming it as KFBE. That is the freight for okay, my company code. I just change the access sequence. Okay, the pricing procedure is not linked. Let me okay, this freight charges is based on the gross weight. So can we change it with some other field? So based on the weight of the goods, it will calculate the freight. So we can also change this by quantity or amount. Let it be based on the weight itself. Let me go with it. Click on enter. Click on save. So till now we have configured three condition types. So let me have the tax also. This MWST. You can see the output tax. We have already configured the tax in our previous video. So I just change. So if you want to have a deep knowledge on how to configuring the tax procedures, the video will be available in my SAP FICO playlist, or else I will give the link of that video in the description of this video. You can have it. Okay, let me change. Okay, let me so I'm not copying this, so let me close it. I will just copy and change it accordingly. I just click on copy. Okay, I just want to change the name also. The condition type was MWSB. So this output tax for okay, let me change the access sequence now. That is PRP. linked the pricing procedure also. So you can see the condition clauses. Okay, let me okay, so till now we have configured 4 condition types, so I think it is okay. Let me go with the next step. So the fourth step is to define and assign pricing procedures. So maintain price procedures. So let me have a new pricing procedure. Let me have it in my company code name itself. Click on save. So selecting it, move on to the control data, go to the new entry. So I have an incrementing step of 10, 20 and 30 like that, so that I can, okay, this is a counter that is not needed. Let me go with the my first thing, that is, so I just enter the first condition type, that is PRBE. The second is K0BE. KFBE. The tax, that is MWSB. Just click on enter. Okay, you can see. Okay, so let me have this thing. This customer discount will be based on the price. So let me enter the step here. It has to be calculated on this price. Similarly, the freight charges also, it will be goes to the price, and the output tax also. So that's why I have marked 10, step number 10 here. So this price should be manually given by the user. So I just click on here. This is the manual tab, and this is statistics. For statistics purpose we can use this, and this is a required field. So I just don't want this, and these are all subtotals. So the price for BERP is the revenue for our concern. So just link the accounting key ERL. Show it here. This is a sales revenue, so I'll just use this sales revenue over here. Then the customer discount. So the accounting key relevant to this is ERS. So it is a sales reduction, so I just use this. And the freight, so the freight is ERF. You can have this freight revenue. And the tax, for the output tax we have MWS. Okay, so VST for input tax, and I think MWS only. Yes, tax on sales and purchases. This is for output tax. So just click on enter, save this entry. So I just link some other parameters also. We are pricing at item level. This need to be at item level. So similarly for the other things also, this is output tax. This is not needed. And the requirement is, okay, this is item with the pricing. This is also the same. And for the tax, the requirement should be, okay, the plant need to be given. Okay, when come to this, the base type should be net value plus, okay, no need this. Let me have, okay, let me save it. Standard proposal for condition type So it shows it is a standard proposal. The accounting key, the base type should be 16. So let me change the requirement to 10, and it shows we need to have this thing that is 16. Okay, we save it. So for condition type, okay, x required is 10. Okay, let me have this also. Okay, let me save it. Okay, so all my things have been configured. Now it is important work. There is we need to link the account for this respective accounting key. So it is very important procedure. So I've written all these things in a separate sheet so that I won't miss anything. So let me go to the next step. You can have a description here, that's not an issue. Okay, the defined pricing procedure. So we have used the standard thing in our customer definition. So in our customer master we have linked this standard procedure. So and also the document pricing procedure. So this is the assigned document pricing procedure to the order type, and define pricing procedure determination. Let me go into it, and this thing. So this is based on the order type. The pricing procedure will be defined. I'm not going to enter into this, and also into this also into the billing type also. I'm not going to do both these things. We will see in our further upcoming videos. I'm entering into this define pricing procedure determination. So just click on just search my sales organization. So there is no entry available. So just go to the new entry. So our sales organization is this thing. Distribution channel is, I just enter a distribution channel BE, and this is BA, and this is okay. Just go to the standard thing. Let me know what is this customer pricing procedure, that is standard. So this only we have lived in our customer master, and this wait, I'll just so this is the document pricing procedure. So I've linked a standard one. So now the pricing procedure. So just now we have created the pricing procedure. Just link here. This is the condition type. I just linked the first condition type, that is PRPE, that is price for our thing. Save it. So this for this sales organization, distribution channel and division, the pricing procedure will be determined. So let me go to the next step. Check settings. Let me go to the pricing procedure, that is BERP. So we can check for errors. So there is no error, there is only a warning. Okay, there is some warning with our standard proposal X required B16. Okay, let me go to the there is no big issue found. So let me go to the next step, that is okay, let me create the accounts. Enter the new tab. go to the just want to create some new accounts. Just change the company code. So in the revenue, you can have the sales account. So this account we can link for the sales revenue, and we need to have some freight revenue. So just create a new account. I need to change the company code. Just close this. Create a new account. I have created, but not provided the current company code 40003. Need to change the company code also. Okay, you can find this is the new GL account I'm going to create, and this is the company code, and this goes to the P&L statement account. Let me change to revenue, and this is the freight revenue. So enter to the next tab. There is a control data. Click on the line item display. And the field status group will be, this is the revenue account, so I just go to the G0029, or else you can have the freight revenue. If it is there, you can use the freight revenue. Just go to the revenue accounts. We save it. So this is the profit loss account, so I have to go to the edit cost element also. Edit cost element. So link the cost element category as a revenue, and also link the default cost center. So we have 3 cost centers. Just link the second one, save it. So if you want to have knowledge in this cost centers accounts, kindly refer our SAP FICO playlist. So similarly, I want to create a new account for discount. This is a customer discount. Since we are providing the discount to our customer, it should go into the expense account. So let me have a new account created in the expense. That is okay. It's also third account. Let me have a. This is also profit loss account, but the group is expense. So we are providing discount to the customer. The sort key will be, I can select the sales order here. Okay, let me go for the order. Keep balances in local currency. So this is the expense account. So I just go to the cost accounts. We save it. So similarly for the expense account also, you need to go to the edit cost element. Just click on enter, and this is the expense. So I just go to the primary cost and the cost center, first cost center. Okay, I've created 2 more accounts, and this account, one first account, second account, and this is already created account. So I can use this, but I have created 2 more accounts, so I need to do extra work, that is OKB9T code. So here I need to have the accounts, especially the revenue account I have to link here with the cost centers and profit center. Similarly, the expense account. Just to save the entry. So I have made all the configurations. So now let me go into the next step. So the second step is account determination. So just close this thing, click on account assignment costing. So in this I just go into the revenue account determination. So here it shows to check master data 11 for account assignment and define dependencies on revenue account determination. So first I enter into this master data relevant for so here we have materials and customers. Materials account assignment groups and a customer account assignment group. First I enter into the material. So this field account assignment group will be visible in customer master. So let me show it. Just enter into this. Okay, in this tab I just yeah enter the TGMM02. That is change material. So let me show the field in the material master. This is a finished material type. Okay, let me show it in this. So it will be visible in sales data. So you can see the field, that is this field account assignment group in the material master. So not in the sales org 1. Let me go to the sales org 2. So you can find here that is account assignment group. So I will so if I want to make uh, this material in my sales order, I have to link this account assignment group here. So I just want to have this. Okay, let me go to this. This is a finished good. So I just link the 03 in the material master here. Just click here, finished goods. So my account assignment group will be 03. So let me save this material. So you can see that the material has been changed. So I don't want to give any additional account assignment group. I can use this thing also. So I've linked this material group in my material master. So similarly, the second step is in the customer master data. I have to link the account assignment group. So I will link this account assignment group in my customer master data. So let me do it. Just enter into the customer master, that is xt02, that is change customer master data. Okay, let me enter the credentials. My customer number is 6. I remember, or else you can search here itself. Okay, in this click on sales area data, and here you can find the field, and I think in the billing documents, yes, here itself. In the accounting, you can see the account assignment group. So I can link the domestic revenue here. Similarly, you can find the tax category. Okay, liable to. Okay, let me leave it. This is not important. So this is important. That is account assignment group. I've linked 01 in my customer master. Let me save it. So kindly note these two fields. This is very important. Okay, I've changed this thing. So I will use the account assignment group 01 for customer and 03 in the material master. So let me close these things. Define dependencies of revenue account. Dependence, I don't think this is much important. Okay, I will leave it. I don't want this. Define access sequence. This is not important. Define and assign accounting keys. Okay, I just move to the assign GL accounts. Executing it. So here only, okay, I just go to the first thing, that is customer group, material group, accounting key. I have made the customer group at 01, material group at 03 for finished goods, and the accounting key. We know the accounting keys we have already configured in our pricing procedure. So let me go into the first table. So here I just want to explain this condition type coffee and other things. Let me go to the previous entries. There is a define and assign account. Define account determination procedure. So there is a procedure. So that will be defaultly in our system. I can use this procedure, that is COFI 00, that account determination. Just double click on control data. You can see that the COFI for account determination and K for account determination with controlling. So we have already gone with the controlling also. We have a controlling module in this company code. So we will have this KOFK in our configuration, because we are integrating with the controlling module also in this company. So if you have no contact with controlling, you can go with this condition type, that is COFI. So this is a procedure. So the requirement 2 means without controlling account assignment. Oh, yes, 2 is with the controlling account assignment, and 3 represents without controlling account assignments. So we just move on to this assign account determination procedure. Okay, and this is for okay. Let me go to the billing type. The billing type is I think BV. No, B1. The billing type is what we will go with the billing type. Okay, all the billing types have configured with the account determination procedure, so there is no problem. Okay, let me go to the next step. So define and assign account keys. So there are defaultly there will be accounting keys. So we have seen the ERF, ERL. So there is no need for additional accounting keys. And okay, we can see that in our procedure, that is we have all these accounting keys linked. That only displays here, and we can add some more entries also here. Okay, let me go to the next. Now comes the account assign GL accounts. In the first table, just enter into it. So the condition type we are going to use is not COFI but a KOFK. So let me show it how it works. Okay, let me go to the new entry. What is this? First thing is Okay, sales distribution. Let me select it. And the condition type. Okay, this is account determination with the controlling. Let me select it. My chart of accounts is BERP, and sales organization is also the same. And this is account assignment category for customer. This is the account assignment category for material, that is finished goods. And the accounting key. Okay, let me go with the first accounting key, that is ERL, that is a sales revenue. So the account is this over here. The account is this thing 4001. Let me use the account here. Similarly for the other thing also, I just the second accounting key is ERS, that is a sales deductions. We have created the expense account, customer discount. Okay, let me link that account here. And the last thing for COFK, not the last, freight is ERF. So I have written everything in my note. That way it is easy for me to link. Let me go for the freight revenue 4003. Let me link here. And the last thing, the tax. So the key is MWS. So I've created the created the account for output tax. Let me show it. It will be in output, the asset side. So this is the account. So if you want, I have already told that these accounts I have created in tax configuration. That video you can find it in SAP FICO playlist, or else I will link the video link in the description of this video. You can view it. So I just link that account here, this account here, 10007. Just click on enter, click on save. So my account determination has been over. So these are the steps of pricing procedure. So let me check for the other. Okay guys, I think this video is going to be very length. Let me we have configured the pricing procedure. So in our next video we will make use it in our sales order. So I need to explain the sales order types, and then I will go to the sales order. So we will finish here. We will continue in the next class with creating the sales order, and we'll implement the pricing procedure in that video, the next video. So thank you guys for watching this video.